Okay, it's November 17th, and we've had a couple of hard freezes. So, the annuals, a lot of them have frozen out, so they're dried up. I'm waiting for the roses leaves to turn brown in order to really put them to bed, because I want to cut some of them back a bit, but I don't want to do it while they're still in the green, because I don't want to stimulate them at all. But probably in 1 or 2 weeks they'll be ready. But I just want to kind of survey the garden, so it's looking really autumny and going into wintry. But so here's the poor peach tree, but it died out way at the top, and so we have tree trimmers scheduled to come in and cut that branch down. We don't want to take it out completely. It still has a little life down at the bottom, and we want to keep it. I'm gonna plant some rose climbers around it, or some clematis, some things that can climb up on the branches that are left, that will be left, and it'll look beautiful. And anyway, we just need to have it cut back down enough to where if it fell, it wouldn't fall into the house or over that wire right there. That's our electrical wire. So anyway, we have tree trimmers coming in a couple weeks, and the birds love it, you know, of course, so it's good for them. They like to use it as a looking perch, and they like to eat bugs off of the bark and things like that. So we're not going to have it taken completely out. So this is just going to be a video kind of showing, just looking at things, and then I'll do another video eventually where talking about plans for next year. So here's the back porch, flower bed. Here's the orange rose. Looks really good. That's the one that I'd cut back almost to the ground in the middle of summer, because it got spider mites, and it's really done well since then. I love this, that the primroses, a lot of them are blooming. It's pretty cool. I moved these fern pots under here because I'd really like for them to survive the winter. Hopefully they will right here. It's sheltered. And there's sweet peas growing in that one. It'll be interesting to see if they overwinter and just come on strong early next spring. I'm going to cut that red currant bush. I'm going to prune it really hard. And here's some more roses and things. Side garden. Man, I gotta trim back these thalictrums. They toppled over. When I go to put the roses to bed and things, I'll do all that tidying up also. Look at these roses are still trying to bloom. See, I can't really see the sense of cutting them back yet. I don't want to stimulate them. But everything is autumny. Look at the strawberries, look pretty in their autumn colors. The apple trees are bare. The grapevine is completely bare. That'll have to be pruned really hard this year too. Or in the spring, I gotta figure that out. This is where I planted the ramps, down in that corner last spring. So I'll be really curious to see if they come up. The raspberries were spectacular. They did great. Yeah, all these things did really well. I feel like it was a really successful gardening year. Just love it back here. Now that it's getting cold, I've been cold and rainy, I've been starting to sew a lot, which is fun. I love it. I might do a couple of videos during the winter about sewing projects. These circle planters, really, I haven't been successful with them. I'm going to have to figure something else out to do with them next year, because they're a great opportunity. I just got to figure out what to do with them. This lilac, cut it back again a little bit. Here at our elevation, you know, we're not super high, but we're at right around 3,000 feet. Winter comes fast. It might be warm in the day. It might be 60 one day and then it's 40 the next. And some mornings are 28 and then 50 during the fall. So we've had some really cold mornings and then a little warm up. So, but that's autumn. My husband trimmed that bush back a lot, which is great. It's gonna let a lot of sun in next early spring, and this is a really cold corner, so I think that'll be really good that he did that. This grass is one of my big problems that I'm gonna have to continually deal with next year, work on. But all in all, I think, you know, I've been working on this garden. Look how pretty those hops are. I love how they look in the fall. They're brown. Bugs like to crawl up in the little crevices of the flowers, and over winter I found ladybugs and stuff in there. It's pretty cool. And the birds, I see them, especially on windy days, testing out these bird houses to shelter in. It's really cute. Anyway, I've been working on this garden for 7 years, and I think it's just about reached the point of satisfaction. There's some tweaks of certain plans that I have, but I think everything, the foundation of everything I want is in here, and I love it. Look at this crabapple. Look how pretty that is. All the leaves fell off and there's still some little crab apples left on it. It is so pretty. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go in there and raise the canopy on it next year. A little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. But I absolutely love that thing. That is just, looks like a Christmas card. See the little crab apples? Look like ornaments. So pretty. But yeah, basically, we've got the foundation for the whole thing in. I've got my, I've got like 6 or 7 rudbeckias that I grew from seed that were successful. They were babies in there, in that flower bed, and I'm looking forward to them really coming on and blooming next year. I love rudbeckias. Well, that variety. It's cherry burgundy, really gorgeous. And another thing is to develop this wisteria. It's really big. It would love to grow. I know it would just probably, if I put wires up along the under edge of the roof right there on the, what do you call it, the ledge that sticks out. Anyway, if I put some wires along there, I'll bet you next year it would grow all along there, and that would look really cool. So that'll be a goal. Easy, not hard, just have to get big ladders all. Yeah. Anyway, this is where the garden's at. It's come full circle. It's looking all dried up. And so here in a couple weeks, when it's really when the roses really look like they're hibernating, gone dormant. Well, I'm gonna come out here and trim them back a little bit and then mulch them really good. I've got all this dirt, what do you call it? Compost from all of the tomato bags and things that I had last year. I got tons of that. So I'll mulch them with that and with cuttings. I didn't get leaves at work this year. They blew them all off on the weekend, so I didn't get them. But anyway, I'll mulch them real good and I'll wrap them in burlap, and yeah, the garden will be done for the year. Okay. Thanks a bunch. Bye.